2003 through 2007 Cadillac CTS with the 2.8 liter engine, alternator replacement. I'm Brian Eslick from How to Automotive. I'm going to walk you step by step through the process of changing out the alternator. I'm going to be installing a Denso remanufactured alternator. I will link up the parts in the description of the video along with the tools that I'm going to use. That way if you need to pick anything up, you can find those links there. The first thing we're going to do is disconnect the negative battery cable that's over here on the passenger side of the vehicle. Go ahead and remove the cable. Once you get it removed, you want to tuck the cable off to the side where it's not going to come back in contact with the terminal. Next, you're going to want to pop off the engine cover, so you're going to need to remove the oil cap here. And then you're going to grab the engine cover in the corners and you're going to lift straight up. It's got little rubber grommets that hold it on. So you'll go to each corner and lift upwards and then pull the cover off and set aside. Then you're going to want to reinstall the oil cap, that way nothing falls inside. Now we're going to remove the belt. If you look down here, I got a short little 1/2-inch drive ratchet here in the tensioner. So you're going to rotate this clockwise, and that's going to spring the tensioner off. If you have a longer ratchet or need to, you can remove the air snorkel here to get a little bit more room on it, but I'm going to work around it. So I'm going to spring it clockwise and then slip the belt off the alternator. Now we're going to remove the 3 bolts holding the alternator on. There's a 15mm at the top, and then there's 2 more below. So there's one right here in the corner here and one a little bit further in. And I'll get the camera down here so you guys can see what we're talking about. To get to those 3 bolts, I used the flex head ratchet with a short 15mm socket on there, and you can reach right around back and you can get the furthest one back in first. Then you can take the bottom corner one here and crack that free and remove the bolt, and then the top bolt here and crack that free and spin those bolts out. You do want to keep track of the bolts. One of the bolts is shorter than the rest. The back one is a long one. The one in the very corner is the short one here, and the top one here is a long one. Now that the alternator is unbolted, you're going to rotate the alternator at an angle like this, and you can reach around back and unplug the electrical connector. So you're going to squeeze the little tab and pull the electrical connector off. There's just enough room to get your hands back here and squeeze the little tab on the electrical connector, and you can pull it off. Now we're going to take the positive battery terminal lead off the back of the alternator. So I had to position the alternator in a slightly better position. Then I reached back behind there and pulled the rubber boot off. Also, if you look from the top straight down through the wiring harness here, you can see what you're doing. You can, if you move the wiring harness off to the left or right, you can see exactly what you're doing down there. So you can reach back here with a 10mm wrench and take the nut off, or you can use a flex head ratchet and then get back there and take that off. What I ended up doing was taking a 10mm socket and a long extension like this and feeding it down there and just looking through the wiring harness here and got the extension and socket on the back of the alternator and cracked it free from here, and then reached below and then grabbed the nut and pulled it off. Now that you got the wires off, you can pull the alternator up here and you're gonna have to wiggle it and kind of arc it at different angles. You have to push and pull the hoses out of the way like this to make enough room and pull it up and out. You don't want to force anything, you just want to take your time and kind of just twist it left and right until you find that perfect angle. And like I said, I was just pushing the hoses out of my way and the alternator came out. So I was just lifting up with one hand and using my free hand to push the wiring harness and hoses out of my way as I worked the alternator out. Now I'm going to compare my new alternator with my old alternator. As you can see, the new one has a heat shield around it. I'm not sure if this alternator was supposed to have it and somebody left it off. So now I'm going to reinstall the new alternator into the cavity. So I'm just going to push everything out of my way, flex everything out of the way, and then feed it down and then rotate it into position. So now I got the alternator routed down into position. So now I'm going to start the electrical connectors first, the main positive lead. So I'll bolt that up. So I pushed the alternator in as far as I could with the alternator facing upwards and then put the cable on. And then I reached in there and started the bolt. And then now I'm going to go over the top and tighten the bolt the same way I took it off. So I'm going to go with the extension from over the top. So you want to run the nut down until it's snug and about a 1/4 turn more. You don't want to over tighten it. It can break the little terminal off the alternator. Now that we installed both of the wires on the back of the alternator, I'm going to lift the alternator up into position and I'm going to start the top bolt first. So I'll slide the bolt through, lift the alternator up into position, tighten the threads on that, just a few threads. We're going to leave it loose. Now we're going to get the longer bolt and reach around the back and start the back bolt second. We're going to leave that loose and then we'll put the shorter bolt on there and then we'll tighten those all up. There's no room to accurately torque it with a torque wrench, so we're just going to tighten them up as best we can. Now we can reinstall the belt. So you're going to take the tensioner and torque it over to the clockwise and then slip the belt on. Now we can go ahead and reinstall the negative battery cable on the battery, tighten that up. Then we can take the oil cap back off and put the engine cover back on. So you're just going to line it up with the rubber grommets on the bottom. And once you got it lined up, you just push the cover down until it locks into position. Reinstall the oil cap. Now you can start the vehicle up and throw a voltmeter on there and make sure it's charging. I will link up all the parts and tools that I use in this video in the description. I'm Brian Eslick from How To Automotive. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Encourage you to subscribe. Invite you to head over to the howtoautomotive.com website for more valuable videos like this. Also, if you're interested in supporting the How To Automotive YouTube channel, the best way you can do that is by purchasing t-shirts, stickers, and coffee mugs. I will leave a link for that in the description of the video. Any help is much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching.